All right, diving in today, folks, and we are talking surviving some seriously dangerous heat.
Yeah, we're going deep on this one. Taking a look at Survive the Heat Wave really lays it all out there.
Oh, it does. This guy pulls no punches.
Yeah.
But that's why we're here to break it down, make it practical, really get to the how-to of staying safe when things get scorching.
Absolutely, because knowledge is power.
Right.
Ugh.
Couldn't agree more. So first up, this guide hits you right out the gate with hydration. I mean, it's all caps, bold letters. Hydrate like your life depends on it, because it does.
No kidding. It's not messing around. It's all about that constant water intake, right? Even throws in some coconut water, lemon water, to fuel your system is how it puts it.
Yeah, they're not shy about the amount of liquid they want you to be taking in. So why is hydration so vital when the heat's on?
Well, think about it. When your body's overheating, it's got to cool down somehow.
Yeah.
So you sweat, right? But that sweat, it's not just water. You're losing electrolytes too, sodium, potassium. Those are key.
Huh.
Your body's electrical system. You need those electrolytes for your muscles, your nerves, everything to work right. And plain water, not always enough to replenish those losses, especially when you're sweating a ton. That's where those coconut water, lemon water come in. They pack that extra punch of electrolytes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, rule number 2, what we eat. And the guide is pretty clear. Ditch the heavy, oily, spicy stuff, calls it a heat trap.
Because it is. Think about it. Your body's like a furnace, right? When you're digesting those heavy foods, it's got to work harder, which generates more heat. The last thing you want when it's already blazing outside.
Definitely don't need that extra internal heat. So what are we supposed to eat then?
Light stuff, fruits, salads, veggies loaded with water. They're easier on your system. Plus, bonus, they help with hydration.
So you're cooling down from the inside out. Smart.
Exactly.
Okay, on to rule number 3. What we wear. This guide calls it our armor. Pretty intense.
Well, it's true. The right clothes can make a huge difference.
So what are we looking for?
Loose, light-colored clothes, breathable fabrics. They even specifically call out cotton as king.
And of course, can't forget sunscreen.
Absolutely essential. The sun's rays are brutal during a heat wave. Gotta protect that skin.
So why are these choices so important? Like, what's the science behind it?
Well, think about color, right? Light colors, they reflect heat away from your body. Darker colors absorb it. Same with the fabrics. Something loose and breathable like cotton allows air to circulate so your sweat can actually evaporate and cool you down.
Makes sense. And the sunscreen's there to block those UV rays, which, yeah, are at their strongest when it's super hot.
Exactly. Every little bit helps.
For sure. All right, rule number 4 is all about timing. This one's pretty straightforward. Stay indoors between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m.
No man's land, the guide calls it.
Yeah, pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
But why those hours specifically?
That's when the sun is at its peak, most direct. The heat, the UV radiation, it's all cranked up. So best to avoid being outside, especially doing anything strenuous.
Basically, work with the sun, not against it.
Exactly. Pick your battles right.
Right. Okay, last but not least, rule number 5 is all about keeping our homes cool. Sounds obvious, but the guide gets pretty specific.
Yeah, it goes beyond just cranking the AC. It's about minimizing heat gain, closing curtains, making sure there's good airflow, avoiding using appliances that generate extra heat.
So creating a safe zone is how they put it.
Pretty much. And all those little things add up, like closing curtains, especially on windows that face the sun, can significantly reduce the heat coming in.
And then having good airflow helps to circulate cooler air.
Right.
Even just using fans can make a big difference.
Definitely. It's about being mindful of all those little things that can make your home feel like an oven if you're not careful.
So to recap from this very energetic guide, it seems like surviving a heat wave comes down to 5 key things. Hydration, diet, smart clothing choices, timing your outdoor activities, and managing your home environment. It really highlights how being proactive can be so crucial.
Absolutely. It's about understanding the risks, taking those preventative steps. You're not just enduring the heat, you're actively working to protect yourself.
It's kind of like a microcosm of life, isn't it? This idea of preparing, strategizing, being proactive.
Yeah.
That applies to so many challenges we face, not just heat waves.
Totally. I think that's a really great takeaway.
Yeah.